going on to financial IQ, the cash flow clubs are designed to give people some degree of financial information. There are 10 steps, and each step may take 3 to 4 hours. Now, there's some people say, oh, it's too long. I say, well, it's up to you. But it's only about 40 hours of time. Go through the 10 steps. The reason for doing this is to increase your basic knowledge of how money works, why the rich are getting richer, why the middle class is getting wiped out financially by taxes, by their retirement plans, why there's no Social Security, and why there's no Medicare. So we're not here to sell any kind of investments. We're not here to do anything like that, but give people the opportunity to get together, to play the cash flow game, people teaching people, kids can teach kids, and you can learn from each other because the information is embedded into the game and is also embedded into this program. So giving a little bit of bigger picture on this whole thing is what our program, the Cash Flow Club Kit, is designed to do is this is the cash flow quadrant. And E stands for employee, S stands for self-employed or small business, B stands for big business, 500 employees or more, and I stands for investor. And it was my poor dad, always said to me, go to school to get a job. So if you want to be an employee, schools do a pretty good job of programming you to be an employee. My mother wanted me to be a doctor, and she wanted to become over here, self-employed, have a profession I could fall back on. I said, there's only one problem with being a doctor, Mom. Doctors are smart. She says, good point. Don't be a doctor. And so my rich dad was the one who said to me, he says, Robert, you're basically lazy, you're incompetent, and you don't know much. I said, right. He says, you'll do well in business. Because this is a team sport here. I don't have to be the smartest person. As an entrepreneur, I can put together the best teams. Like Kenny is the smartest guy I know in real estate, so I'm on his team. Because there's a lot of work to do. I have a stock portfolio. I have Tom. He is the smartest guy. I'm on his team. I have an oil drilling company. I have the best guys on my team. So different teams come to get together. So I don't have to be that smart. That's why I love this. And that I have to be an investor here. Okay, so for those of you who are watching this DVD, the question is, if you're really happy being over here, putting money in a 401k or a retirement plan with mutual funds, that's up to you. But that's not we're not designed for that person. We're designed, the Cash Flow Club Kit is designed for people who want to be on this side of the quadrant, the B and the I side, versus the E and the S side. You want to be in the S side? The school systems do a pretty good job here, training to be doctors, lawyers, accountants, and all this stuff, or employees. The Cash Flow Club Kits for people who want to be entrepreneurs and investors. Not that you have to be a professional investor, but at least you'll know a good investment from a bad investment, good investment advice from bad investment advice. And trust me, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of bad investment advice out there. So anyway, that's the purpose of this program. It's 10 steps. You get through it. And the object is to give you a better foundation so you can make better judgments about your investment strategies. So what kind of education does a business owner, an entrepreneur, and an investor need to know to be successful? Well, one of the most important things they need is called this. It's called a financial statement. As you'll see in the Cash Flow Club book, my banker has never asked me for my report card yet. My bankers never wanted to know if I had A's or B's or C's. When I go into my bank to borrow money or to build a company, they want to see my financial statement. So your financial statement is your report card when you get out of school. Unfortunately, 95% of the people leaving school have not a clue what a financial statement is. Most schools are very proud if they can get a person just to balance a checkbook. That is how far behind the times the academic system is with the reality of the world. So a financial statement is this. This is income, expense, assets, and liabilities. And really simply, most people say their house is an asset. If they could read a financial statement, they say your house is not an asset, your house is actually a liability. And the reason it's called a liability is my rich dad taught me as a little boy, assets put money in your pocket whether you work or not. So that thing with Kenny McElroy and I, he and I, there's probably $1 million a month cash flowing coming into our pocket. Kim and I, plus Kim. And we just keep increasing it because we don't flip property. We just keep adding to it, plus our businesses, plus my oil, plus I'm investing in a bank now. Okay? And the cash flow just keeps increasing. So actually, when we talk about financial IQ and money problems, as I said, there's two kinds of money problems, not enough money and too much money. If you follow the cash flow club, the 10-step plan, you'll understand what it's like to have too much money coming in. And it's really a problem. I got to keep investing. Okay? Now, the reason most houses are called liabilities is because the cash flows out of your pocket. Every month you make that mortgage payment, your credit card, your car payments, and all that. So the reason so many people are in financial trouble is they're calling liabilities assets. Your house, not an asset, and all this. People in the subprime mess, millions of people losing their homes. I feel for them. But our school system should teach people this stuff. This is basic, okay? So on a financial statement, and you'll find in the cash flow game, there's 3 basic types of assets. A job is not an asset, you know? So what is an asset is the number one thing is a business. I am an entrepreneur. I'm on the B side. When you look at this here, I love this. I love building business. I can't help it. I love starting companies. Last night I was at a party, you know, we're going to start a bank now. Never started a bank before, but time to start one, you know. And it's the worst economy possible, good time to start. So I love businesses, and I make millions and millions of dollars every month, cash flow, whether I work or not, from my businesses. Number 2 is real estate. Okay? And real estate, if you invest well, will put millions and millions of dollars. So what I do is I make money here, and I invest in real estate. That's basically my plan. And then when I start a bank, make more money, I'm here, real estate. When I struck oil, comes here. So I just get richer and richer and richer because I follow the formula of cash flow. I don't buy anything unless it puts money in my pocket. Okay? Very simple rule there. So, and the third one are paper assets. And paper assets are such things as savings, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and all that. Now, I have some of those things, millions of dollars, but I don't really enjoy them that much. And there's one reason I'll go into later on. I don't have control over them. And I don't have control over Microsoft or Google, but I have control over my businesses. And there's a very big difference there. Plus, I love this because the banks give me all the money I want. I love it. You know, they don't give me much money for my mutual funds. You know, a bank will sell you mutual funds, but they won't lend you money to borrow to buy mutual funds. That should be a warning to you. So these are the basic assets that we have. In the cash flow game, you'll notice that we're playing for all 3 of these types of assets. The reason I do that, I want to put it inside your brain. The idea, maybe I should start a business. You know, maybe I should do real estate. Maybe I should do paper. The reason is because most people, when they leave school, this is the only thing on their brain. Job stands for just over broke. And the problem with having a job is the first line of expense is always tax. You don't have a prayer. The more money you make, the more they tax. As you saw from the first example, Kenny and I can make millions of dollars to pay 0 tax legally. Now I can hear people from all over the world going, well, you can't do that in my country. Well, come over here and do it. Everybody else is. The Chinese are buying this country, the Japanese, the Italians, the British, you know, I mean, move to where they want you to be rich. America's a great country because it's designed for rich people. It's not designed for the poor and middle class. It's horrible for the poor and middle class. So this is basically it. So this is called fundamental investing, and this is what we teach in the cash flow game. You'll be learning how to acquire businesses, real estate, paper assets, but most importantly, to have cash flow coming into your pocket, whether you work or not. And that's true financial security, that's financial peace of mind.